Man, I just watched Superman. Superman 2025. New Superman. It's not Henry Cavill. He's not as stoic. Feels more human-like. Lex Luthor actually looks like Lex Luthor. Like, they had Black Noir in the movie, which was interesting. I mean, I swear I saw like a million screenshots of this movie on Twitter for the last like couple months. And all those screenshots just looked terrible, but when I watched the movie, it looked good. What is that all about, huh? I'm so conflicted. Everybody's saying, everybody I see is either the greatest Superman movie ever made, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, 5 out of 5, whatever it might be, or it's like, God damn, this one big piece of trash is a piece of crap, terrible movie, God, the suit is ugly, he's got fucking underpants. I didn't even notice he had underpants the whole fucking movie. It's like, I went back and I was looking at screenshots and I was like, oh shit, I forgot. He had underpants on his suit. I don't even know where to start. And wow, this mic is really tall. You can't even see my face. Look at that. That's crazy. Alright, I guess we have to get into this video. This is my spoiler video. If you're considering, liking this video, if you're considering, keeping on listening and you're not just clicking off right now, maybe hit the subscription button as well. Your boy can make a little bit of money and invest that into editors. That would be good, because I suck at editing, and then I feel like every single time I have to edit the video, I have to make it as good as fucking possible. I don't know how to just skim through it. I just make the video as I go. Goodness gracious, hit the sub button, hit the like button, comment where you want to. I know everyone has the right to their own opinion, but guess what? We're in the ether. We're in the ether, baby. My opinion's the only one that fucking matters right now. No, I'm just kidding. I don't feel like that at all. At all. Okay. Well, Superman returns for the 20 billionth time, and the cinematics experience is great. It's bad. It's okay. Let's just talk about it, bro. This is my Superman 2025 review, breakdown, reaction. But yeah, pretty much James Gunn took a stab at Superman, and I think this is going to be a very divisive movie. I think this movie will do very successful at the box office. I think the only potential other movie, I don't have a list of movies that are coming out this year, but from my attention, I think the only one that can contend with this is probably going to be Fantastic Four. We'll see how that turns out. Now, don't get me wrong, like I said, this movie will be divisive. There will be people that will hate on this movie specifically, probably just to, get a bunch of views on it, and I'm a small channel. I'm trying to get as many views as possible, but I really believe in being as authentic as possible with your perspectives and not just chasing the views as much as possible. So I'm going to shoot y'all straight. I have my own biases, but I'm going to be as unbiased as possible, but obviously that my opinion is biased because it is mine to start with, right? But I'm gonna shoot y'all straight with this. In this movie, did James Gunn nail it? Did he have the most human Superman of all time? Well, I think he did a really good job with it. There's a bunch of different characters in this movie, and there's movies like Jurassic World Rebirth, which was fun, but you had to turn off your brain because it felt like all the character development we got was just so shallow. And frankly, a lot of criticisms I'm hearing is that it feels like a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which I don't think is a bad thing, honestly. James Gunn is a director, after all. You think of iconic directors, let's just throw one out there that everyone knows. Michael Bay. What does Michael Bay do? He likes big explosions. He likes to blow shit up. Real talk. It doesn't matter what kind of movie he's making, shit's blowing up. And guess what? There is a certain type of style that James Gunn has, and it is definitely noticeable in this movie. So if you don't like James Gunn and his projects, okay, that's a valid criticism. But guess what? I think everyone can agree Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, was a phenomenal movie. So there are cracks in the criticism that people want to have because it feels like it's a Guardians of the Galaxy, but bitch, it works. And one of the biggest things that people might have a big old problem with this movie is that Henry Cavill is a phenomenal actor, and he's a nerd. He's one of the nerds, man. We got to look out for the nerds. We got to stick together. Make sure you hit that sub button so we sticking together. But I didn't like how Henry Cavill was just casted to the side. I liked a lot of the Snyder projects that he had with, together. And it sucked. He said he was going to come back, and then he gets tossed aside. But guess what? They started anew, and this new direction. Are you excited for what's coming next? Are you anticipating there's potential with the projects that could be following this? That is the key. If they nail that, like for instance, I made an expectation video. I didn't put it out there because I didn't have enough time. I got really busy. But one of the biggest expectations I hoped for was that this movie would hit Iron Man levels. Because with Iron Man, I went back and watched that movie so many times in theaters. It also jumpstart the MCU. So from like a business perspective, you need to jumpstart the new DC universe so many times because it was so much fun. The soundtrack was great. I love Tony and the casting, and the movie in general is just amazing. Is this as good as Iron Man? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to go back to the movie and rewatch it like I did back in the day. But I mean, if I have nothing to do and I'm hanging out with one of my buddies and they haven't seen Superman, you better believe I want to pop that motherfucking cherry because it is a good experience. Pause. Now let's talk about the characters, shall we? I'm going to start. I got a little list of characters right here. I went on IMDb and got the whole cast and picked out the ones that were important to me. Okay, let's start from the bottom. Who made the list? The least important person to make the list. Cat Grant. Didn't know that was her name. I think she's gonna be a Catwoman. I don't know. She had the glasses. She had the whole vibe going with me, and she's hot. So yeah, no, just a good little mention right there. Probably didn't need to do it, but who cares? Supergirl. Boom, bada bing. Already spoiling shit. It's a spoiler review breakdown reaction of Superman in 2025. What do you expect? Not very important to the story, but hey, they threw her in. Immediately, I was like, hey, is that young Rhaenyra from Houses of the Dragon? I think it is. If it is, great actor, very high potential with what other spin-off or follow-up movie show thing they do. I really hope they stick to the movies because I do think the superhero themes being put in shows is kind of corrosive. Engineer. So I didn't know this, but that was her name. They do say that a couple times. She was the girl with the little blades and could transform her body into whatever she wanted to. I think she was really good. I think all the actors in general did a very good job at their roles. The script itself, I feel like if the characters felt a little weak at times, it was because of the script itself. It might have been, intentional. I don't know exactly with all of them. But Engineer was good. I like the concept of her sacrificing her humanity, to team up with Lex and take down Superman. I wish I knew a little bit more about that backstory. I think the character development could be there, and obviously she's not dead, so that's possible. Next is Lex, who is actually very important to the story. Okay. Biggest grief I had with Man of Steel, with the DC of old, Snyder's little verse, was Lex in general. The big bad, the guy that is going to just follow and track Superman down till the end of time because he wants to kill some aliens. Jesus. The actor did a really good job, and overall just stalkerness level of Lex was great. Thought that character was awesome. I love the vibe he had. He had a lot of monologues, like a super duper amount of monologues that was pretty much plot dumping. That was a turnoff. I am a sucker for monologues. I am. But when it's pretty much out of telling the story to the viewer, telling, not showing, it can get a little annoying sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. But the monologues weren't bad by any means. It was just it happened so many times. Especially at the tower, in Antarctica. I was like, really? Why are you having a monologue right now? I think that's a little weird, but whatever. It was good, and also he didn't flinch with the blade that went right past his face. It's like, brother, you ain't Superman. Why are you not flinching? bro was just straight aura farming. I do want to say this though with Alex. There was one thing in the story that bothered me, and it was when they had the little equator crack in the ground thing that was just constantly growing from the black hole situation, from the teleporters from the pocket dimensions. The fact that, because I was saying to myself, I was like, how the hell is Superman finna save the day? Like, how is he gonna stop this shit? Like, it seems like, is he finna like Spider-Man it? You know, just grab both sides of the earth and just like stay down there forever? I don't know. Jesus Christ, I almost blew a couple brain cells doing that. But yeah, that the fact that they just like stopped it, I was just like, okay, whatever. I guess it got paid off a little bit when they had Mr. Terrific, you know. But still, that part did bug me a little bit. Next is Hawk Girl. Don't you mean Hawk 2? Really weird situation with Hawk Girl, because I don't know what it is. Like, out of all the characters that are in this movie, there's so many. I mean, it's a team up movie. James Gunn thrives in these situations. He's very good at these movies. Hawk Girl was like the only one that didn't like hit home with me. I don't know what it is. She didn't do anything that was like super annoying. I mean, the character's good looking. It's not like they casted some ugly chick to be like progressive or woke or something like that. Maybe it was the costume. I mean, she looked like Hawk Girl. She was, you know, she had that one line where she was gonna drop the guy, and it was like kind of showing the different variety of you know, ethics of these heroes. It's like, I'm not like Superman, I'll just drop you right now. And the transition with the little drop in the glass was, I think that was very nice. But yeah, Hawk Girl, I don't know what it is about the character. I think it might be the costume. Mr. Terrific, dude, bro. I don't know the actor. Maybe I've seen him in other projects because he had the weird thing on his face. Dude, Mr. Terrific in the beginning, I thought he was the lamest one. I was like, when they were fighting the kaiju, I was like, this guy's just like running around in the air with a wheelchair. I was like waiting. I was like, what does this guy even fucking do? But he killed it, bro. I thought he was so cool. He was just aura farming this whole entire movie. Like, when I think of fucking Henry Cavill's fucking Superman, just constantly aura farming. That was Mr. Terrific. And also the scene where he like puts Lois Lane in the bubble shield. At that point, I was like, okay, this movie could be really fucking good, because that was awesome. It reminded me like the iconic hallway scenes that James Gunn has done with the Guardians of the Galaxy. But no, awesome scene, so much fun. Green Lantern. Initially, going to this movie, I could not stand the art direction, the costume direction with the bowl cut. It just was so ugly, and we've kind of broke down a lot of these trailers and looked at a lot of these screenshots, and some stuff looked really wonky, but in the movie itself, the CGI was phenomenal. I think a lot of people are going to probably say it was bad, because that was kind of the talk of the town going into the movie. There's a lot of scenes that I thought looked fucking stupid on Twitter, whether they be screenshots or whatever, but when it played out in the movie, dude, it worked. And nothing was like, wow, this looks fucking dumb. Like, I've seen a lot of movies where the CGI looks stupid. Like, for instance, Jurassic fucking World Rebirth with the fucking alien / predator fucking T-Rex. Oh my god, I can't stand it. When the fucking light hit, oh, it's just god-awful. But no, man, Green Lantern, great characters, the comedy, the direction. I think it was a perfect match in heaven with James Gunn's style, and it worked very, very well. The man, the myth, the legend. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it Superman? By far the most human, down-to-earth Superman iterations I've seen. I think the actor did a really good job. He can play Superman very well, and I think he plays Superman as well as the writing is going to allow him, as much as the story is going to allow him. The concept of, you know, him being in a tight situation where he sees all these problems that are happening around the world, and I know there was some, you know, plot points that kind of feel like real, you know, politics these days, whether that be Israel and Palestine. It didn't feel like a woke thing at all by any means, but you know, seeing him kind of frustrated with the fact that people are over examining what he's doing and how he's doing it, I feel the guy, right? He just wants to do a good job. He just wants to save people's lives. He just wants to be a good guy. Motherfuckers are just bashing him no matter what, you know. That's fucking annoying. So I like this character, whether that be Clark Kent or Superman. I think it was good. I like the little glasses, you know. The fact that they're like, oh, he doesn't look like Superman when he has his glasses on. I'm like, okay, what the fuck does he actually look like then? Can I get like someone else's perspective, please? I want to see what he actually is supposed to look like with the glasses on, like their perspective, not like camera. You know what I mean? But yeah. Superman was good. The suit in general, at times when I would see different angles of it, especially at the very end, I saw like the back view of it. It was like, ooh, I forgot about how weird this cape looks, or the logo looks, or whatever it might be. At times the suit was a little jarring. It looked a little cosplay. But majority of the movie, I would say, I had no issues with it at all. In the beginning of this video, I mentioned that I forgot he had underpants on. I did. That was a big talking point for a lot of people going into this movie. I completely forgot. Maybe that's just me, you know, not staring at another guy's junk. I don't know. Maybe if you swing the other direction, you're going to be a little bit more critical about that. I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's the overall characters. And oh, almost forgot one. Almost forgot. Black Noir. Very interesting character. Just because I love the boys, you know. Love the boys. It's always for the boys. No, but like Black Noir, it's pretty much Black Noir, right? Ultraman, he's a clone of Superman. I mean, I thought it's ironic because when I first saw Ultraman, I want to call him Black Noir so bad, Jesus Christ. In the trailer, I was like, yeah, that looks just like him. But then when I'm watching the movie and I'm actually understanding the plot and what he is, once they went to the castle and, you know, they got in because who knows, they just leave that open. It's like, why did they get in? How did Lex get in there in the first place? And they say Superman, you know, they greet him and everything like that. Immediately I knew. And then it just was reaffirmed with the heat vision. And then there was another thing that was obvious that it was pretty much like, yeah, this is Superman. Oh, yeah, when they went up in the air and came back down and he didn't die. And he pretty much had, like, all the same powers as Superman. And, I mean, like, they're covering his face throughout the whole movie, you know, with the mask. And it's like, you know, when you have a character like that, it's obviously whoever's under the mask is supposed to be a surprise. You know, it's like Scooby-Doo. It's like, who's under the mask? Who is it? Oh, it's Jon Snow. Wait, no, it's Bucky. Oh, wait, no, it's a clone of Superman with really, really long hair. But I do not want to downplay Ultraman at all. I think it was a good villain, honestly. Having a clone of Superman is interesting, like a dark side version of Superman that is as smart as rocks, because that guy was dumb as fuck. Like, dude, the fact that he had to get the play-by-play from Lex, you know, like Lex was playing chess, I thought was fucking hilarious. In the beginning of the movie, I was just so confused on what he was doing. I was like, okay, maybe, you know, they explained it like, oh, he's watched Superman a lot. But they didn't explain the part where the guy that was fighting him was a goddamn... I'm not even going to say it. Fuck, I've already said a lot of bad words. And people are already saying that he's dead. And it's like, oh, Superman doesn't kill people. Why would he kill him? He threw him in a black hole. Obviously, he's dead. It's like, come on, bro. That's an easy character you can pull back later on, you know, and have like some OP dark side version of Superman that's just really fucking stupid. Or maybe he's dead. I don't know. That's cool too, I guess. But they showed a lot of Superman's powers in this movie as a whole, which I appreciate. I mean, we got the heat vision. We got he looked like a fucking Beyblade at the end of the movie. It was fucking hilarious. I love it. You know, it's like a cartoon, but live adaptation, you know, just go for it, I guess. But then you had, you know, the breath. They used a lot. I don't recall seeing the breath that often, and they actually utilize it in a very good way. The X-ray vision, they didn't use much of it, but it worked. Obviously flying and super strength and invincibility, all that kind of stuff. You know, his weakness, kryptonite, was used pretty well as well too. And the way he healed himself, I thought was cool. Really, really nice touch there. For video games, when I talk about like art design and stuff like that, they did it well. I think they did an exceptional job. So that is the majority of the characters that I wanted to talk about, but I do have some other notes, whether that be, that is not it, it's right here. Whether that be the CGI, like I've already said, I think it looked really good. Like, There was so many fucking screenshots and stuff like that. And I mean, this is a lot of it was from pre-production. A lot of it's like quick moving scenes and stuff like that. Where out of context, it might look goofy, but the amount that the camera moved around was awesome. It was like a roller coaster. I really wish I got D-box seats, but I cheaped out because I'm seeing so many movies this week. Also, y'all probably should like this video because I'm putting myself at physical harm from the amount of popcorn that I have to ingest from watching all these freaking movies this week. Because I'm trying to give you reviews on all of them. F1, Superman, and Jurassic World Rebirth. It's just, bro, I swear I'm gonna have like my appendix rupture from all the popcorn kernels. And also the amount of flossing I've been doing is ridiculous. I forgot how many popcorn seeds get stuck in the freaking gums of your teeth. Like, whoever invented popcorn was not a fucking dentist, or maybe they were because of supply and demand. I don't know. Let's talk about the music. The score itself. Okay. The music, like, I don't walk away and I'm like, wow, that score was fucking awesome, right? There's movies that I do that with a lot. This one, the only thing I can say why I think it's good and not bad, like, the music, usually if it's bad, I'm, like, irritated. I didn't get irritated. But also, there was one moment where it was an emotional moment where they're in Israel, or not Israel, Palestine, I mean, whatever country it was, and the kids are lifting, you know, that flag with Superman on it, and plays the theme. That hit me so hard in the theater that both my arms, both my legs, immediately all the hair on it just went straight up, bro. Straight up. And got goosebumps. That shit was bussin'. You know, goes right down my spine, all the shivers, and some goofy shit happened after that, and I was like, what? It took me out of it right away, and then it hit again, and I got goosebumps again. But yeah, I thought the score was good. The story itself, this is the part, man. This is the part where I can see why people are gonna be talking some heat, because it, like, everything in this movie seemed obvious, but I really think that this movie was such a fun movie in general. It doesn't really, this isn't a movie I'm going to for the greatest plot, you know, of all time. You know, I don't need the most intelligent plot as long as if it doesn't use plot armor 24/7. And to be fair, while I was watching the movie, I thought it was so predictable that it was using plot armor, but my assumptions were wrong. So like my live reaction criticism of my movie review brain was led amiss. So I respect what y'all did. And I think the story is, I would give it probably a B, maybe a C, right? But everything else has been almost an A. In the world, this is the biggest part. The scale, the world itself. This is actually the main point that I was like, damn, this is a good movie. It's also why some people might say it sucks. But the scale, the world feels lived in. This is a movie where it's Superman. It's focused on Superman in a world, you know, Metropolis, the city, everything. A world where Superman belongs. It's not like we just pluck Superman up and put him in our world, which is ironic because obviously the whole plot, it kind of is romantic, you know, with the situation between Israel and Palestine, but still it works. Like it feels so lived in. You have everything going on. You have these different monsters. It feels like an authentic Superman experience. It feels like a Superman world that Superman belongs in. Like when you think of all the different characters and, you know, the cartoon that you grew up watching like me, it feels like that world. It doesn't feel like a single biopic of, you know, you have the origin story of just Superman and no one else is in existence, or they at least don't talk about it. You know what I mean? It's focused on Superman in a world that Superman belongs in. And I love it. I really think it does this movie justice. But overall, Overall, I think this movie is probably like an 8.5 out of 10, you know. I could see it being an 8, and I could see it being a 9. It just depends on how, you know, my mind molds over it. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed my experience. And there were so many points, whether it be the comedy or certain things happening, where I'm like, what? But then it was paid off. And it just continued to be good, and it wasn't like completely jarring. I don't know, it was like halfway jarring. It was like my mind was giving it a little bit of time to like to see what else was gonna happen, and it worked out. You know, it's weird. It's a really weird experience, but I had so much fun. When I left the movie theater, I was like, shit, I didn't expect to like this movie, and I liked it a lot. So that's my honest reaction. It's probably not the most popular one. I'm sure if I shitted on this fucking movie, I would get more views, and easy to farm with the thumbnail. But really, I'm passionate about making YouTube videos, and I do not want to be making shit up as I go. It's easier to say how you authentically feel. And if I pissed you off with my opinion, cool. That's all good. Comment down below why I'm wrong, whatever it might be. If you like my opinion, comment down below. Same shit. You know, just I love having the conversations in the comment sections. But yeah, man, this is the video, and yeah, that's my reaction. That's my review. That's my breakdown. I don't know what else to really talk about. There's a lot of other stuff. I mean, Crypto was really cool. He's a character. He was really funny. A lot of people might not like him because they used him a lot for comedic relief, but I think it worked. I think it worked really well. I have 2 dogs of my own. You can't see them right now because they're laying down on the ground, but like that I thought it was hilarious when they had the Mr. Terrific's tennis balls in the sky. I thought that was funny, and the squirrels, and yeah. I'm definitely excited to see what Supergirl and Crypto get up to. So I think that'll be interesting as well. I'm actually, after watching this movie, crazy statement right here, and I just thought about it. I'm more excited for the future of DC than I am for Marvel. I'm going to leave y'all on that. My name is Trey Swish. This is The Ether. I'll see you guys later. Hit that like button. Comment down below. Make sure you subscribe, bro. We're only, I think, like 15 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. Then we can get monetized, and then I can start investing those little pennies I'll be making into videos with editing, and because then I don't have to do it, and then it's just so much easier for me to make content, because then I can make more content on shit I like, and it will just be better. So yeah, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Deuces.